Hello to all my college football friends and fans out there. Welcome to another segment of the Buckeye Vinny YouTube channel sports show. My friends, today's video for all my Buckeye Nation is going to be about the Buckeyes' locked and loaded defense for the up-and-coming 2023 college football season. And my friends, I'm going to tell you, if you're a Buckeye fan right now, the sky is the limit to be a Buckeye fan in the up-and-coming season. And I'm going to tell you why. Number one, we are returning many offensive players for the Buckeyes, but this video today is about the Buckeyes' splendid defense. And yes, we are returning many defensive players from the last 2 years. So my friends, let's get right into this. Now, we all know last year we had first-year defensive coordinator Jim Knowles. Jim Knowles, to me, I like the guy. He's a blue-collar type defensive coordinator. We all know that he coached over at Oklahoma State Cowboys and had a splendid defense over there. And that's why Ryan Day nabbed him up, because the Buckeyes knew we needed a good defensive coordinator. Now we have one. Last season, my friends, the Buckeyes ran through the first 11 games undefeated in 2022. They were 11-0, and leading up to all those games, the Buckeyes' defense played very well. They truly did. The Buckeyes' defense through the first 11 games only yielded 17 points per game. On defense, they were only giving up 2.7 yards per carry with the opponents rushing. And on defense, they were only giving up something like 185 yards passing. So without a doubt, those are all very good stats. And right out of the gate last year, Coach Jim Knowles proved that he could be the defensive coordinator in the Big Ten because of numbers like this. What happened when we ran into a buzzsaw was the last 2 games of the season. We gave up 45 points to the team up north in the shoe, and we gave up 42 points to the Georgia Bulldogs in that splendid Peach Bowl. So my friends, do the math. 87 points in the last 2 games. So again, the Buckeyes gave up in the first 11 games only 17 points. And then the Buckeyes got gashed the last 2 games of the year. Now, for me, you got to remember, last season, 2022, this is a Buckeyes defense that scored 3 defensive touchdowns, 2 pick sixes, and a fumble recovery return for a touchdown. This is a Buckeyes defense last year that recorded 34 team sacks and also 11 team interceptions. So my friends, without a doubt, and a lot of these players are coming back for the up-and-coming 2023 college football season. And let's name a few of them that are coming back. 2 defensive end, splendid defensive ends for the Buckeyes, Jack Sawyer and JT Tuamalo. Both of these young, splendid, talented, physical football players are coming back for the Buckeyes. And what I like most is that Jack Sawyer last season was tied for team lead with 4.5 sacks. So this young man is quick, he's strong, and he knows how to get to the opposing quarterback. Like I said, JT Tuamalo, what more can you say about this young man? He's the one that also last season had the pick 6 against the Penn State Nittany Lions in Happy Valley to seal that game for the Buckeyes. We all remember that. Moving on. My friends, I'm not being favorite to my boys from Columbus, but the best linebacking core or one of the best linebacking core in the country, would have to be Steel Chambers and Tommy Eichenberg. These two young men, I tell you what, they have been with the Buckeyes for the past 3-4 years. Splendid linebackers. And, this is a Tommy Eichenberg last season that led the Buckeyes in tackles. And what more can you say for Steel Chambers? In case you didn't know this, Steel Chambers actually was recruited as a running back. And because he is so athletic and strong, they moved him to linebacker. And what a great job Steel Chambers has done for the Buckeyes at linebacker. Now, let's take a look at our D-line. What more can you say about our defensive tackles, Tyleik Williams, Michael Hall Jr., and Ty Hamilton? My friends, it doesn't get any better than those players that I just mentioned. Big, strong, physical. And I'm just going to say this, again, like I stated, the first 11 games last year, the Buckeyes defense only was yielding their opponents to only 17 points per game. Unfortunately, the last 2 games of the season, the Buckeyes lost them both, and that's where the Buckeyes defense ended up breaking down. And again, this is a defense, again, like I mentioned, Jim Knowles last year, and I don't blame Jim Knowles. This is a Jim Knowles that had to get his feet wet as the defensive coordinator last season, and it was his first year. He had to learn the system. He had to come in and get used to the new players. And so throughout, I would have probably had to be giving Jim Knowles last year anywhere from a B to a B plus as our defensive coordinator. I truly do. Now, with these same players coming back, and Jim Knowles now second year into the Buckeyes program, they are locked and loaded and ready to play some football in the up-and-coming 2023 college football season. Now, my friends, we have to look now at the Buckeyes secondary. Now, I know I've been pretty strong and hard on them, but everybody knows me. I give credit where credit's due, and when the Buckeyes don't perform like they should, I'm also honest with my boys. So for me, the big factor of the Buckeyes, where they lost both of those games last year at the end, losing to the team up north and the Georgia Bulldogs, the big factor of why we lost was our secondary. I'm not picking on them, but I'm being honest. It was our secondary. These two opponents at the end of the year, the Wolverines and the Bulldogs, gashed our secondary big time. Now, do I think we are going to have a better, stronger physical secondary that's going to guard the receivers and not give up 5 plays for over 30 yards like we did against Michigan? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I truly do. Our secondary looks this way. We have safeties Josh Proctor. We have Jahad Carter, the transfer from Syracuse. We also have Kai Stokes, Sonny Styles. My friends, when you stop and look at these players, they are the real deal. Let's not forget Latham Ransom, a very good safety. So, my friends, for me, I do believe that Coach Jim Knowles ended up sitting those secondary and safeties down and expressing his point of view, which might have not been that good at the time, but you know what? Sometimes it's called tough love. And if it was broke, like it was last year in our secondary, it needs fixed. And I'm sure Coach Jim Knowles, without a doubt, will fix that secondary splendidly for the 2023 football season. Now, my friends, like I said, I believe that the Buckeyes defense are going to win us some games, okay? I still don't know, but I'm going to keep the faith how Cal McCord will come in and guide the Buckeyes offense, even though I'm going to go in with a lot of respect and back this kid 100%, or Devin Brown, whichever will get the starting nod. I will back them both. But again, they are yet to be tested. So I do believe with this splendid Buckeye defense in 2023 that the Buckeyes should take a lot of the pressure off of Kyle McCord with that big, strong, physical defense. And I'm just going to say this, my friends. The Buckeyes are going to be badass on defense in 2023. My Buckeye Nation, if you are new to my channel, please smash that subscribe button. Always free to do so. If you like this video, which I hope you do, please click the like button. And like always, please comment down below. Buckeye Vinny here always does his best to get back with you and your comments, and I love to read your comments. Like always, peace out. God bless. Buckeye Vinny's out of here.